In the wake of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, some have placed blame on the Secret Service's hiring practices for security failures at that rally. In particular, a handful of primarily conservative pundits and lawmakers pointing to female agents in the former president's security details as proof of fault. Despite the agency's decades-long inclusion of women on the force, let's bring in senior correspondent Laura Ingle, who spoke to some former agents about this criticism, joins us live. Laura, what did they tell you?
Hey, Nichole, I've spoken with several former female agents this morning who explained that this job is not only extremely grueling to obtain, but requires several intense physical tests that you must pass to be at the highest level of presidential protection detail. Now, this job, as we know, it's dangerous, it's intense, and physically demanding. Both male and female agents say protecting the president or former president of the United States is a very high standard to live up to, and that Secret Service agents train under the mission that failure is not an option. One agent we spoke with today, Melanie Burkholder, told us there really is no difference when it comes to capability tests between a man and a woman because both sexes have to pass the very same level of performance measures when it comes to physical training. Burkholder gave us an example. She describes herself as a recovering marathon racer, and she shared that during her training, she was able to quickly climb the rope course and ring the bell while some of her male counterparts couldn't.
It goes back to the performance. Can you do what is being asked of you? And if you can, there's no way they should be discriminating against women to say you can't. It's just ludicrous in my mind to have this discussion 52 years later. There was an emergency, there was a crisis, and there were several people, men and women, running around a little bit discombobulated. And I think that's expected during a crisis.
And, you know, the latest available stats from the Secret Service show that the agency has nearly 8,000 total employees, roughly 24% women, 75% are male. Another former female agent also told us that women can't expect to be treated any different than their male counterparts for the job. In fact, it's quite the opposite, that they have to prove themselves more than men do, because if there is any failure, they know they are automatically criticized by the public, saying that they don't belong there. But they know that they can do the job just as well, if not better, in some cases. Nichole?
All right, so Laura, what is their reaction to the criticism of female agents specifically?
You know what? This has been tough, right? We've been watching it unfold this week. It's a gut punch to many who know how hard this job is. One agent says she knows that many members of the Secret Service are absolutely beating themselves up right now for how some parts of that detail went down. They say some of the reactions and responses to the shots fired were executed correctly and some were not, and that the only people who have those answers as to what went wrong are those who were directly involved in the advance, in the meetings ahead of time, and in the planning of last Saturday's event. Now, those answers will hopefully come sooner rather than later, as the Republican chairman of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee have subpoenaed the Secret Service director, as we know, to appear Monday for a congressional hearing on the attempted assassination of former President Trump. We'll have more as it unfolds.
Yes,
Nichole?
we will. All right, Laura Ingle, live for us. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.